Welcome, Rosemary.
Thank you.
I'll shoot the first question. What prompts you to wake up one day and just go to Royal Academy and say, I want to start acting?
Okay, so I think I've always wanted to be an actor because I've been around actors. My dad used to be an actor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Tell us about him, please.
His name is Rosemary Abazie. Yes, and my mom used to be a producer as well.
Okay, interesting. Tell us what your daddy did in the past.
He acted. There was a bunch of films that...
tell us.
It's been such a long time ago.
Nollywood movies?
Yes.
Okay, tell us some of them.
With Desmond Elliott, Susan Patrick, Ngozi Ezeonu. Then, yes, he's a writer. He was a writer because he doesn't do that anymore.
What does he do now?
He has establishments that he but he's no longer in the industry.
Okay.
To the best of my knowledge.
Okay.
It's for every age, so anyone can wake up at any point and decide to go back in.
All right.
Yeah, so that's it. And I've always been around them and I've been watching it. I knew from a very long time ago that I was interested, but I always felt like I was too shy.
Are you still shy?
A little bit, but you have to get used to it. Especially now that it's a job. So I used to think that, with the whole crew members in there, I would feel a certain kind of way about it. And so I just pushed it aside, and I didn't want to do that for a long time. So, but eventually, I saw an opening, and I felt like, okay, I think this is the right time. Let me try and see if it'll work out for me.
So you said growing up, in a house filled with arts practitioners, was it a pressure for you, or it was just something in you that wanted it? And what was that thing for you that made you say, this is what I've always wanted to do, this is what I'm going to do?
So there was no pressure whatsoever, but I know my mom has always wanted me to act. I know because she speaks about it all the time. And she really wanted me in the entertainment field because she tried different things, modeling from when I was small, and then a lot of things. So, so when I got older, at one point I told her, okay, I think I want to start acting now. And when I told her, she put me in Royal Arts because she used to be a producer for AMP. So she knew
about Royal Arts.
She knew about Royal Arts, yes. And then she made the call, and then she got me in there. But for me personally, impersonating people, interpreting characters, sometimes I just speak to myself. I just start speaking to myself and characters and just trying to be a different person. I know I've always wanted to touch different bases with different characters, like being a doctor, being a wife, being a mom, and all that. So I just knew that it was okay when it was the right time, I would dive into it like every other thing.
I know Royal Arts has produced a lot of people who have come out to become established actors.
Yeah.
The Belinda, Afa, the Adesua, if I'm right.
Even the Building Stephen.
You understand?
Yeah.
What was your experience like in Royal Academy?
It was really educative. That Royal Arts really helped me with being shy. Yeah, because there was this. There's something you do at the end of the year, stage, man talk, woman talk. So, preparing for it and being around people where they call you out to maybe act something. And that helped me really, because everyone there was really serious about acting or directing or script writing. So you just have to do it, and then that really helped with my stage fright, and then being connected to people that actually wanted to do it for it, and not I'm around people that are doing it. I think one day, no, this serious business. So it just has to be serious business for you as well.
Were there preferential treatment for you, considering the fact that your parents?
Not at all. Not my parents, just my mom. Not at all. Not at all. I don't think anybody like knew there. Not at all. I don't know, no form of that. Yeah.
As your father's name or your mom's name opened doors for you when you get casted in films?
No. I don't think so. I don't think so.
You don't mention it, or you don't flaunt it.
Flaunt it.
Or talk about it. What I mean by flaunt it, you know that he worked with a lot of people that are now serious Nollywood producers. So maybe when you go meet them.
My dad is like really like an old actor. So the only thing that happens sometimes just be like, oh, Abazie, are you related to? That's just it. But I don't think like my parents' name has anything to do with it. I just feel like I don't think it did. I don't think it did. I came in at a point where my parents' name had like relaxed a little bit.
So what determines the roles you get, the roles you take? I mean, you get casted for roles, people would call you for jobs. But
yes.
What determines the script you say, okay, I'll go for this, irrespective of the font?
Okay, so the thing is, at first, I just really wanted to get my face out there to... It wasn't really about money. It was just about doing a lot of work. So at that point, I wasn't really choosing script, but I noticed that the kind of roles that I was getting then was like mistress, like
side chicks,
slay queen. Oh, they caught her and they beat her up or something like that. But like right now, the kind of roles that I'm picking or aiming for, I just really want to be able to express myself in different ways. I know I may look a certain kind of way. I don't think I look a certain kind of way, but it's easy to just like put me in that box. But I feel like if given the opportunity with the right directors, I can be able to play other characters that at this point I've already had it with my mistress roles. I don't think I want to be taking any of that anymore. Yes.
So you mind the village love girl?
Yes.
I
don't mind. I've done like epic before. I have done epic.
Okay.
Just have to take a chance.
I saw you in Sanitation Day.
Yes.
That was not a side chick role.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
And I also saw you in Finding Obi.
That was a home wrecker role. It was just
Yeah.
even on the that's a home wrecker role.
Okay, let me ask you.
Yeah.
When you, out of all the movies you've done, I know you've done a lot of movies for Africa Magic. You understand? And you've also done, I've seen you in quite a lot of movies on YouTube too. You understand? Tell me, which of the movies that you've done that when you got the script or when you finish it, you felt that, oh, this movie really got the best of me?
Okay. I think after reading the script, okay, The Love Square. When I got the script for The Love Square, I read the script. It was really nice. Still the same like love story, but it was really nice, and like I liked how I was prompted, like how the director, she prepared me for the role.
Who directed it?
Director Temi Tokman.
Okay, Duka.
No.
Oshi.
She's together with DJ. They have they're writers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they're writers that and direct and produce their own films. Very strong, powerful women. So the other cast was Mofe Duncan and Kunle Remy. So the main love interest was Kunle Remy. So she would send me pictures of Kunle every day. Say, this is Kunle today. she said me, "Oh, this is him again today." So I liked how she was preparing me for the role and everything, and trying to get me comfortable. But another, I think another one that I saw the script that was really, really very strong was when I did Ajoche. That's to me, it's still one of my what's called one of the best work. I'm not going to say my best work because I really do too much. I think the production was
Okay, I think I remember you in that.
yes, production was really heavy.
Yeah.
So that character was epic. So that character was a female warrior, completely different from everything that I've done. I had to be strong, be aggressive, fights and all that. That's really like it was very, very. I'm wearing forest, so it was not anything like any of us had seen before. It was a real deal. So that was really heavy.
Now that takes me to your answer to the last question takes me to my next question.
Yeah.
You understand? And it's really a funny question, so you must be ready for me. Okay. In doing those, you've done a lot of movies, acting, side chicks, and doing romantic roles.
Yes.
You understand? And this always is a question that I've always want to ask actresses. Have you ever had a situation when you have to play a romantic role with an actor, and then maybe you have to kiss the actor or be close to the actor, and then you had a problem with you had a body odor or mouth odor problem?
Are you asking me if I've ever had that
experience? You don't need to mention anybody's name. I'm not asking you to mention name.
Well,
the way you're answering you definitely means that it's the truth.
it can happen, but it can also happen like when something like that happens, you have to think about it from different ways. It can happen for so many reasons. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like body odor or anything like that. It could be we've been working for a long time and in a lot, and so yeah. But it's not when we have kisses. We're not really going into it. I have this technique where I can just pin your mouth down. I hold it together.
Even with the holding or
if
the
if
tech,
the holding, there's movements, but you're not really doing a lot. You're not opening.
I understand. But even with that,
She understands. She doesn't.
even with that, you understand. If somebody that has a mouth or body odor is close to you,
Yeah.
it's a bit
Can be
very
offensive.
offensive.
Maybe I haven't gotten the extreme, like that extreme yet, because I think by the grace of God, thank you God, I've been it
So far.
so far. Yes. No.
So we can't be sure of tomorrow.
No, I don't think that
Let's
will
hope it
ever
doesn't
happen.
Okay, let's now paint a scenario. You're doing a very big movie and that scenario happens. How are you going to handle it? How do you think you will handle it?
Okay, so if I know that you can, yeah.
And maybe that job is a 10 days job and it's a lot of holding and being close together in a lot of things. How are you going to handle it
I
for
think
10
when
days?
you have,
Especially if the
kissing
person is
scene.
your is like an older colleague of yours.
Personally, I feel like when you know you're going to be kissing somebody, I feel like it's respectful for you to prepare for that particular scenario. Because if like we have a kissing and someone brings the person I'm supposed to be kissing gives me gum, I can't take offense. I'll just be like, okay, yes, you're trying to prepare me to not. Yes, so I might just pass like.
The message indirectly.
No, I might give you like maybe mint or gum in the most respectful way, because I'll also be taking it as well. So I'll say in a very joking way, so you know that okay, we're both doing this. It's for both of us. Like this is for it's for both our safety. Yes.
Okay, so I mean, listeners, I know you guys are not seeing her, but I can tell you, Rosemary is a beautiful woman, a beautiful lady.
No cap.
So, my question is, you've done different roles. I mean, you said yourself, some chief, homewrecker, and all that. Basically, why they feel you're suitable for those roles is basically because of your face. Do you think you get more roles just because of your face, or you get those roles because of your acting ability? One. Then two, which is the most controversial? I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, but I just have to ask.
Yeah.
How many times have directors disturbed you? When I say disturb you, know what I mean. Sexual harassment, basically. I mean, there's no point. Harassed you or say, oh, if you don't give in,
Yeah.
you're not getting this role.
Okay, let me answer it step by step. So
Okay,
the
then.
first one is getting roles because of my face. So I don't know about the producer or the director. I know that they say that they like to cast light-skinned people because of camera quality, the picture and all that. If you deem me worthy enough to be fine enough for that reason, I'll take it. As long as I'm getting work, I'll take it. But I don't want to believe that's the only reason, because I've had situations where people that are not casting me for in the industry will say, "Oh, I watched this. I saw this movie you did well. I saw this. Oh, I think it was cool." And then movies that I've done, I go to the comment section and then I see people, movies that I might not even like, but you see people there saying, "Oh, I look out for this person's film. Oh, I like this person's film." So in one way or the other, you might not be doing a lot, but you know that to a great extent, there are people that you reach, that I can reach with my acting. So I want to believe that people that cast me, for especially when it's the women, these ladies, I want to believe that they believe that all. And from Sanitation Day, this movie I was speaking about that I did with Kunle, when I went for the premiere of Sanitation Day, they said that they were watching Sanitation Day, and when they saw me there, they were like, "Oh, that's the character, that girl, she's the person that's going to play this movie for us."
Whoa.
Yes, I want to believe that it's not just what my face looks like. To an extent, I deliver something that makes them think that I can do that. Now, as for the directors and producers, before, when I've been asked this question before, and I said it then, that I'm very lucky to be one of those people that has not experienced like harassment or let's say, but I can't say that anymore because time has gone, and I've experienced it with directors and producers where they try to they try to give you like
Ridiculous conditions.
yes, some ridiculous conditions, tell you to come to unnecessary places for readings or whatever. And now the thing is, I personally haven't fallen into anybody's trap because I always say I can do anything, but I chose to act. I have a job. I have other things that I do, but I love acting as well. So this acting, I chose it to by myself. This is something I said I was going to do. If it ever gets too hard, I can leave it alone, and I'm not one of those people that says that, "Oh, I must act." If it ever gets out of my control, I will leave it there, and I pray about acting, like I pray about growing in the industry. When you come with a job that comes with that kind of condition, I know it's not God that gave me that job, because God will not give me somebody that I have to sleep with to get a particular opportunity. So immediately I recognize what it is. Sometimes when you understand the fact that there are creepy people in every field and aspect of life, you try to like talk your way out of it or whatever, but when they become like very, very ridiculous, because they always would look ridiculous, I'm not that desperate to sleep with you for a job when I know that there's even the chance that you can turn off your phone after or whatever. There's just it's not that deep for me. I'm not that. It's not a do or die affair. So if you have to sleep with me to give me a job, then you don't see what I have as an actor, and that's not the kind of people I want to work with.
Well, there's still a lot to talk about, Rosemary. We're still going to talk about our religion background, because I see her talk mentioning God and God and God all the time. We are going to also talk about a lot of other things, what she does by the side. on this beautiful Democracy Day,
Thank you.
coming to brighten our studio with a beautiful face.
Thank you.
My next question, Rose,
Yeah.
is this. Usually, as a young lady, you have a lot of pressure of different young men suitors. Now you're an actress. That adds like times 2 or 3 to the pressure, especially with the fact that the society expect actresses to live in a certain way. You understand? Big cars, fly business class every day, and the rest of it. How are you able to balance it up to say, oh, this is Rosemary? There's a difference between Rosemary and there's a difference between Rosemary the actress. How do you live it?
Okay. Let me think about this. So I think for me, Rosemary the actress, it's not with acting, there's different characters, there's different roles. That's the actor. Then me as a person, I don't mix them together. I don't know what the expectations of being an actress is, but for me personally, I just am myself at every point. I just do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't put myself under unnecessary pressure. I recognize my position in my life at every point, and I think it's important for everybody to know their place, and I know my place. If I'm doing something right now, it's where I'm at. If I'm doing anything grand, it's where I'm at that particular point. I don't feel pressure to do anything or to act any certain kind of way. I feel like when you succumb to that pressure, you create unnecessary stress for yourself. So if you set a particular standard, which is not wrong to set standards, every decision everyone makes, it works for them differently.
So
But
what works for you?
me living my life in a way that you don't know what's happening, so you don't expect anything from me. I post whatever I want to post. If I wake up and I feel like posting no makeup pictures, if I want to post just my hands, if I want to post flowers, whatever I want to post at that point, you see, oh, okay, she's having fun today, she's at home tomorrow. It's just me. You don't have any expectations of me because you don't know me. You just watch movies, but you don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what my life is like. So I'm not flaunting anything. I'm not showing anything. And it goes both ways, showing riches or showing like you're not, like you're going through a lot. I don't have to do all that. So to me, it's just Rosemary as a person. If you meet me when I'm in glam mode, you're meeting Rosemary in glam mode. If you meet me when I'm chilled, it's Rosemary that is chilled. If you meet me in party mode, that's what you get. But the actress is when I'm on set and when work comes out that you have to watch. But aside from that, it's just me.
So
What
a
mode
follow-up
are you
question.
today?
I'm radio mode.
Radio mode.
Radio girl mode, yes.
Okay, so a follow-up question to that is, I mean, if you have a way to, designate the roles, the film from a personality,
Yes.
doesn't your your fame affect the people you meet? For instance, there's a guy you probably like
Yeah.
and you're, head over heels with, and this person hides himself.
Okay.
Do you get? Because he probably he knows that if he's infatuated or if he's so much into you, people run after you because of your face and you're famous and all that. But basically what I'm trying to ask is, doesn't that affect you when you show your real person to a man and the man is not reciprocating that?
I don't think I'm famous, so that's the first one. So
You're getting there.
yeah, by the grace of God. So the thing is, with meeting people, I don't think anybody has to hide. If you feel like you have to like hide yourself, my personality the first time you meet me is going to be my personality. Whenever it's just my moods that will change. So, I don't know if I usually know what I'm dealing with people, with guys, from a conversation or two. So if you're hiding yourself because you don't want to become infatuated or whatever, that's your business. Because I know what I want, I know what I'm looking for. You can like me. I don't particularly have to reciprocate the way you like me. If you hiding yourself and pretending to be somebody that you think that I would like, when it fades off, I would not be there anymore because, and yeah.
Okay, let me do a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Which kind of man would you like?
What kind of man do I like? So I like a person that speaks to my. It's very, very crazy, but I like a guy that speaks to my being, in every way. I like a calm guy. I can be not so calm a lot of times. So I like a person that is calm. I like a person that knows how to speak and is very emotionally intelligent. Emotionally intelligent to know that, okay, the reason why I'm upset right now is not because I have an attitude problem, but because I'm actually bothered about something right now. When you can fish those emotions out of me, and one of the most important things is respect. It's not everybody that you would respect, but when I find somebody that I want to respect, that's very, 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 very important to me. Very, very important to me. You make me let my guards down. If I sit with you and my guards are up all throughout, maybe you're saying something that is, I no. But when I just, like what you were asking earlier, there are people that once you just speak to them, they just make you very comfortable immediately, and you just want to always talk to the person. That's my kind of person. That's my kind of guy. That's how I first of all, okay, well, I want to speak to this person. Because not everybody I want to speak to. Some people speak to you like, but
we'll come back to that. But before we come back to that,
yeah.
Usually daughters are very close to their dad.
Okay.
You understand? You usually see that most of the time they say the dad is usually the first boyfriend.
Okay.
You understand? Because they look up to the dad and the rest of it. But in getting ready for this interview, I went to your Facebook, to your Instagram page, and I saw a very emotional message that you put down in April. If you allow me to read a little bit, you were writing about your mom.
Oh, yes.
That 10 years, I can't believe it's been 10 years already, and this and that, you understand? And you went on and on about how much you love your mom.
Yes.
And how much you are a mommy, or of a mommy's girl that you are.
Yeah.
You understand? Tell us about that.
So my mom went to the UK 10 years ago. For very, very personal reasons. And ever since she got there, you know, every December period, she say, "Well, I'm coming home." But she works there. She found a way to like settle in there. You know, everybody has where they thrive at every point. I think some people pick up that early, some people is later on. For my mom, she really was like, when she went there, doors started to open for her. And so I'll come December. We've been doing that until there's just been so many obstacles. And I say life, basically, in every way, has kept her there till now. And April was the first time that instead of saying, "Oh, I'm coming home," she just sent like the tickets, and she's like, "Okay, so this is the day I'm coming." So once you bought the ticket, you will know that nothing is stopping that. You've spent all that money, you're coming home. and yeah, she has been gone for that long. And she has been gone. The only thing we've been missing was just like her face, her presence. But aside from that, she has been very, very present in all our lives. All this while, she plays a very major role in all our lives. She's our top provider. She's the number one person in our lives. The most.
How many are you guys?
We're three.
You are
From my mom.
Okay, you are the
Three
only
from
one in Nollywood.
Yes.
Only one in entertainment.
Yes.
Okay. Are you looking forward to a day? You said your dad is no longer in entertainment.
Yeah.
But you know, entertainer never retires.
True.
Are you looking forward to a day maybe you play your daughter, your dad, you'll be your daddy's daughter
Yeah.
in a movie?
Not at all.
You're not looking forward to it?
At all.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I feel like everyone has their own path. My dad's path is that like this is my own journey. Like I don't have to play my dad's daughter. I'm doing it already in real life. Like that's one role that is not really I haven't thought about before.
You don't seem
like
to
be
get
in
out.
the same film with him.
Not particularly. If it does happen at any point, so many things will come together to make that a thing. But right now, I don't see that happening.
How does he feel about what you are doing?
About what I'm doing. So at first, when I told him about it, he had mixed feelings about it, which is what's it called? It's okay to have. It's true when you've been in the industry for so long, you know like what it's about, and so him saying it then that like he didn't want that. It's easy to frown upon it. Like, why don't you want me to do this if you're not coming in with like backing? The industry is not where you want your daughter to be in, especially with the kind of setting that yeah. So now I get it. Then I didn't understand it.
Did he upset you when he said no? When he didn't? When he was not supportive?
Yeah, it pissed me off. It provoked me because you've done it.
So
why aren't you like yes? And
But did he give you reasons?
he did give me his reasons, but when he gave me
How old were you then?
I think it was as I made the decision. I think that was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, I made that. That's when I went to Royal Arts. So
You didn't answer my question.
no, I'm not. I can't even remember right now how old I was then. No, but I was not too young. I was not too young.
No, I was asking to know whether, I imagine if my 19-year-old daughter comes today and say, I want to go and act.
No, I was older than that.
Okay.
I was older than that, yeah.
Has he ever told you he's proud of you? Or maybe he saw your movie and you guys discussed the movie?
Not to discuss the movie, but that, his neighbors say, oh, your daughter is an actor. I was like, oh, I saw you in that film. I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. It just means that you didn't I didn't let anybody know, stop me. Yeah. And doing it without compromising yourself too. He should be proud of me.
Okay. We are getting towards the end of the program, and when we get towards the end of the program, the kind of questions I like to ask, I want people who are listening to learn something. You understand?
Yes.
You started around 2017.
Yes.
And this is
24.
Yes.
That's
7 years.
That's 7 years. And in those period of time, you've done so many work. For you to have been in the kind of productions that you've been.
Grace of God.
You understand? I want to ask you, your neighbor's daughter walks to you today and say, I want to be an actress. What are you going to tell her?
Firstly, you have to have a means of earning. You have to have a way to get money first. Because if you want to go into this production from the beginning and you think that, maybe when you get in, you're going to cash out, you're wrong. It doesn't work for everybody. It sometimes might work for some people, but you have to be prepared to know that you have to have a job or a means of earning first so that you can chase passion you call that you're chasing your passion, but you have that's the
You promised you were
first
going to even tell us about your 9 to 5. After this, you tell us about that. But yeah, then go on.
Yes,
Because we're running out
so,
of time, seriously.
yeah, so have a means of earning money, and then just always pray to meet the right people at every point. The right people is very, very important to not frustrate you in this industry or your journey. Having good, that's it, money, have your earnings so that nobody would look down on you or upset you or whatever, and you don't get frustrated because you will get stuck. Go call you, pay you 50K, 20K, 30K. You don't want that, especially when you're growing older and you have a lot more responsibility. That, and then just be very prayerful that you meet the right people.
Okay. I'm going to, in rounding up, you said something now that you need to meet the right people.
Yes.
You understand? Who are the right people that you met that assisted you?
Kayode Peters.
Okay.
I met Kayode Peters. He
KP.
used to be my manager. Yes, KP is my manager. I met Kayode Peters. DJ, that's the ladies I spoke about that I did this work from. And Kayode Peters, he really, really pointed me towards the right direction. Yes, he has been a very huge supporter of my work, and then he has casted me a lot too and introduced me to a lot of people. So KP for me is KP.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, the last question is for you to tell us about your 9 to 5.
9 to 5 job, yeah.
Okay, so my 9 to 5 I was working at a real estate and development company called Arkland Properties and Investments. They have properties in places like Banana Island, Eco Atlantic, Ikoyi, Lekki. So I had a 9 to 5 there, but because I love acting, I decided then at that point that what I was going to do was I was going to only go to work when I had buyers, when I have people that are willing to purchase, and then now I can now act and still tap into real estate money.
And they don't sign you as ambassador.
The goal is to make myself relevant enough for that.
All right. Thank you so much, Rosemary, for coming on this Democracy Day. Before you go, what's your own view about Nigerian democracy in the last 25 years? You have to tell us your view. How does it feel? Today is Democracy Day. We are not under a military rule. Please sign up for us on that. How does that make you to feel?
You were alive in June 12, 19.
How does it make you feel? We're running out of time. You just have 30 seconds to answer that, Rose.
I believe in Nigeria is all I want, all I can say concerning anything Nigeria right now. I believe.
Did you vote in the last election?
Did I vote? No, I did not vote. And the reason why I didn't vote at that point was because I was extremely sick. But aside from that, before then, I had this mindset, very bad mindset, by the way, that if I'm not a part of the problem, I don't have to take blame for it. So when everybody comes out and they're like, oh, candidate, I don't know these people personally. I don't know anything they're saying. I don't know what they're doing. So I feel like if I didn't put my vote for anybody, when the person doesn't give us what they say, I don't feel bad about it. But that's a very, very bad mindset, because every vote counts. So I know better.
I hope you are going to vote in 2027.
Most definitely. I'm not letting this happen again.
Thank you so much, Rosemary, for coming. It's been an exciting 1 hour having you to come and make our studio beautiful.
Thank you.
We hope that when next we call you, you shall come again.
I hope so.
And I hope that somebody at home have learned something from Rosemary today. Thank you for listening. Have a great Democracy Day, and we shall be back next week with some equally good guests that you can learn from. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.